The Senate will come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Senators Bridges,
Colt.
Buckner, Coleman, Coram,
Good morning.
Cook. Sergeant John Cook, Colorado Army National Guard. Danielson,
Excused.
Donovan, Fenberg, Fields, Lieutenant Colonel Bob Gardner, United States Air Force. Janal,
Excused.
Gonzalez, Hanson, Heisey, Holbert, Jaquez Lewis,
Good morning.
Kirkmeyer, Kolker, Lee, Liston, Lundeen, Moreno, Pedersen,
Here.
Priola, Captain Bob Rankin, United States Army. Rodriguez, Scott,
Here.
Airman Cleve Simpson, Air Force Academy Preparatory School. Smallwood, Sonnenberg, Story,
Here.
Winter, Woodward, Zenzinger, Corporal Leroy Garcia, United States Marine Corps.
Hurrah. With 33 present and 0 absent, 2 excused, we have a quorum. Would the good senator from Vail please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Colleagues and guests, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the journal. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the reading of the journal of Thursday, February 3rd, 2022 be dispensed with and the journal be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the motion is adopted. Senate Services.
Correctly printed, Senate Bill 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125. Senate Resolution 2, correctly re-engrossed, Senate Bill 13.
Committee reports.
February 3rd, 2022, the Committee on Agricultural and Natural Resources, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 31 be postponed indefinitely. February 3rd, 2022, Mr. President, the Committee on Agricultural and Natural Resources has had under consideration and has had a hearing on the following appointments and recommends that the appointment be placed on the consent calendar. Confirm member of the Rocky Mountain Low-Level Radioactive Waste Board for a term expiring at the pleasure of the Governor. Tracy White of Morrison, Colorado, to serve at the Governor's designee occasioned by the resignation of Jennifer Tyson Pila of North Grand, Colorado, appointed. February 3rd, 2022, Committee on Education. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 37 be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation and with the recommendation that it be placed on the consent calendar. February 3rd, 2022, Mr. President, the Committee on Education has had under consideration and has had a hearing on the following appointments and recommends that the appointments be placed on the consent calendar. Confirmed. Members of the Colorado Student Leaders Institute Executive Board for terms expiring July 7, 2023. Armando Apio White of Denver, Colorado, to serve as a person employed as an educator at a high school. Appointed Tyler Mounsey of Denver, Colorado, to serve as a person from the community who has an interest in or experience in education. Appointed Brian Paul Hill of Fruita, Colorado, to serve as a person from the community who has an interest or experience in education. Reappointed February 3rd, 2022, the Committee on Education, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 008 be amended as follows, and as so amended be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. February 3rd, 2022, the Committee on Judiciary, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 10 be amended as follows, and as so amended be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendations. February 3rd, 2022, Committee on Judiciary, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 18 be amended as follows, and as so amended be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. February 3rd, 2022, the Committee on Judiciary, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 21 be amended as follows, and as so amended be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. February 3rd, 2022, the Committee on Judiciary, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 22 be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation and with a recommendation that it be placed on the consent calendar. February 3rd, 2022, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 24 be amended as follows, and as so amended be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation. February 3rd, 2022, the Committee on Judiciary, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 62 be amended as follows, and as so amended be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation and with a recommendation that it be placed on the consent calendar.
Introduction of bills.
Senate Bill 126, Senators Sonnenberg and Donovan and Representative Holtorf, concerning a requirement that the Colorado Water Conservation Board prioritize water storage in the South Platte River Basin and choosing projects to finance with money from the Colorado Water Conservation Board Construction Fund.
Agriculture and Natural Resources. Consideration of resolutions. Will the clerk please read the title to Senate Resolution 002?
Senate Resolution 002, concerning Senator Sonnenberg concerning a resolution commemorating Missing Persons Day 2022.
Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate Resolution 002 and ask that sections be read at length, please.
Ms. Cole, will you please read the various sections of Senate Joint Resolution 002?
Senate Resolution 002 by Senator Sonnenberg, concerning a resolution commemorating Missing Persons Day 2022. Whereas too many families grieve, hope, and continue to search for missing family members, and whereas the awareness, support, and efforts of citizens, media, and law enforcement related to the search for missing persons must continue, and whereas the public plays a critical role in the success of the AMBER and other alert programs. They become the eyes and ears of law enforcement and can be on the lookout for missing persons. And whereas the common misconception that a person must be absent for at least 24 hours before legally classified as missing is dangerous, when there is evidence of violence or of an unusual absence, it is critical that an investigation begin promptly. And whereas new advances in technology must be utilized and made available to locate the missing, and whereas the state of Colorado is committed to the safety and well-being of its citizens, both children and adults, and whereas the designation of Missing Persons Day in Colorado will firmly embed the importance of missing persons and their families and friends in our state calendar and will raise a level of awareness with other cities and states that have already designated Missing Persons Day, and whereas the designation of Missing Persons Day in Colorado offers a platform to plan events that will connect families with resources to help identify and find their missing loved ones. And whereas each year in the United States, hundreds of thousands of families are faced with what President Ronald Reagan called the stark terror of a unique tragedy, a missing family member. And whereas on December 31st, 2021, the FBI reported 93,718 active missing persons in the United States, a large portion of them juveniles under the age of 21. And whereas children and adults go missing for a number of reasons, they run or wander away and become lost, they disappear under circumstances indicating that their disappearance may not have been voluntary, or they go missing under suspicious circumstances indicating that they may be in physical danger or the victims of foul play. And whereas in Colorado in 2002, Colorado Governor Bill Owens signed House Bill 021083, establishing the AMBER, America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response Alert Program in Colorado, named for 9-year-old Amber Hagerman, who was abducted and killed in Texas in 1996. The program ensures that local law enforcement agencies can use Colorado's emergency alert system to broadcast information to citizens about missing children. And whereas since 1996, Amber Alerts have successfully recovered 1,085 children in the United States. 97 have been recovered with the assistance of the Wireless Emergency Alert System. And whereas in 2021 alone, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children assisted law enforcement and families in the United States with more than 27,758 cases of missing children. The organization lists 126 active missing child cases in Colorado, with posters circulating on more than 60 of those cases. All disappeared from their families when they were children. Some have been missing for decades. And whereas the designation of Missing Persons Day in Colorado helps to ensure that the families and friends of the missing know that they are not alone in this tragedy of uncertainties and lack of closure, which leads to extreme suffering and long-lasting effects on the health, finances, and relationships of those left behind. And whereas every missing person is someone's child, father, mother, sibling, partner, or friend, and every missing person deserves to be searched for and found. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Senate of the 73rd General Assembly of the State of Colorado that we, the members of the General Assembly, recognize the epidemic of the missing in America as the silent mass disaster and empathize with the ongoing suffering of the families and friends of those who are missing, that we recognize the importance of raising awareness of the number of people who go missing in Colorado each year, that we applaud the committed efforts of families, law enforcement agencies, and concerned citizens who work to locate missing persons, that we encourage the continued support of worthy initiatives and private and public programs to increase efforts to locate missing persons, that we hereby designate February 4th of each year as Missing Persons Day and support the goals and ideals of the day, and be it further resolved that copies of this Senate resolution be sent to Voices of Victims, Families of Homicide Victims and Missing Persons, Inc., FOVAMP, Colorado Victims for Justice, the Colorado Organization for Victim Assistance, COVA, and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation.
Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. Please be seated. Over 93,000 missing person cases active nationwide. 126 active missing children in Colorado alone. Imagine if that was you. There's a number here today that don't have to imagine. They're up in the gallery, they're down in the chamber. They never got to say goodbye. Don't know where they're at, have no closure. I bring this every year so that we never forget, that we continue to try and find resources to help these families find their loved ones, bring justice, do the things necessary so that they can move on with their lives. You know, it's an interesting experience because as you talk with these families, and we've had a number of these families in here, you can remember when we've had over 100 people here as part of this. Pandemic, roads, all of those things have limited participation here, but there's a number online that are watching as well. As you talk with these people, there are as many different scenarios as there are people in the room. Some can't even look for their own children because there may be an open investigation. And so they sit twiddling their thumbs hoping that someone else makes it a priority for them to find their child. There are others that have gone to court in murder trials, but still don't know where their child is. Members, we have to remain diligent at providing the help and services to these families. I can't imagine what it'd be like. I can't imagine what my counseling bill would be like. The mental strain on these families plays a toll, oftentimes destroying families rather than unifying them. That's a challenge as well. So how do we help them? Well, we're doing some of that today. We just can't do it today, though. We have to do it every day. We have to remember every day that someone out there is suffering, and we have to reach out to be able to help them. Members, I'm excited that the families took time to be here today. Every one of those families sitting here on the floor are still missing someone in their family. There are family members up in the gallery that you probably won't have an opportunity to visit with that are missing family members. Thank you for taking the time today to pay tribute with me to these families. And I'm going to make one last plea. For those of you new to this chamber, I've brought this every year. I beg one of you to pick up the mantle and continue this advocacy for those missing people. I'll sit down for a moment in case someone else wants to talk, and then if not, I will close out. Thank you, Mr. President.
Further discussion? Senator Fields.
Good morning, Mr. President and colleagues and friends and those who are in the gallery. I hope you noticed that I'm wearing my yellow ribbon that was given to me. And there should be one on your desk. I would encourage you to wear your yellow ribbon as well. Now, it's my understanding that the yellow ribbon is a symbol that someone's missing in that community. So oftentimes you will see a yellow ribbon tied around a tree. And this is where the citizen and the community gets involved. Because when someone goes missing, it takes the eyes and the ears of all of us to help bring that person back to where they belong. And that's with their families. So I want to welcome you all back here. It's good to see you. Each year, it's good to see you. I want to thank all the planners and the organizers who put this together, and that includes, of course, my good colleague and friend from Sterling that does this every year. And this is difficult. And the reason I can say it's difficult because when you listen to the grief, when you listen to the pain, when you listen to a sense of where are they, the doubts, the uncertainty, the emotions that you must have, I just can't imagine. But what's reassuring to me is that we have the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. These people are kind, they're patient, and they're there for you, as well as the law enforcement agency where the missing person started at. It might have been in Pueblo, it might have been in Fort Collins, Denver, Aurora, whatever. All of these people are working on your behalf. So I know that law enforcement does not get weary because they signed up for the work. They signed up to hear from you. If you have a clue, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with them. Let them investigate it. I want to take this time to also extend my support to the sisters and the brothers and the uncles and the grandparents and the other people that surround you, that keep you lifted up. Because oftentimes we focus on a single person that we can see the grief and pain, but it has a ripple effect throughout the family and throughout the community. Some people shy away, but there's others that stand with you forever and ever, forever and ever and ever. So I want to just thank those people. Please know that the state of Colorado appreciates your cooperation and your interaction with law enforcement. So today, I'm here to encourage you, like you do every time you come down here, is to reflect on the joy, the memories, the laughter of your loved one. Remember those conversations. Because when I think of a missing person, I think about unfulfilled dreams. I think about the tears that you shed. I don't know if you had an opportunity to look at the resolution. Senator Sonnenberg probably knows this. I think there is pages and pages and pages of names that are listed. I don't know how many names that are on each page, but it's far too many. The bulk of this resolution names the victims of people that we're still looking for. Oh. It's okay to love someone that you miss. It's natural to miss someone that you love, because that person should be with you today, and it's natural to miss them. So don't deny yourself the opportunity to continue to miss that person. The reason you miss them is because you love them. And that is so very normal. So on this day, I'm just here to add my thoughts and prayers and feelings of love for what you're going through. And I want you to know that you will continue to have the support of each and every one of the people that are in this chamber and the people that serve you. We are your public servants. We're here for you. We want to listen to you. And I am willing to take on the charge to continue this tradition along with my colleagues, because it's not just about one of us. It's about all of us, because we all know someone in our communities that is missing. So continue to be the light for your loved one, because darkness can never prevail in the presence of the light.
Having no further discussion, Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let me conclude by saying thank you to the number of people that have helped me with this. The Voices of Victims, Families of Homicide Victims and Missing Persons, Inc., Colorado Victims for Justice, Colorado Organization of Victim Assistance, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, and my good friend and colleague, Senator Fields. And I goofed. Senator Fields has been my co-prime on this for a number of years, and sometimes I forget and sometimes I don't. I forgot this year, and at my age, it's okay to forget. Mr. President, with your permission, I would like to add Senator Fields as a co-prime on this resolution, if she would confirm. And then I also understand that Senator Quorum would like to speak as well before I conclude. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Quorum is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, the good senator from Sterling, the good senator from Aurora, for being the leaders on this for so many years. I personally have a friend of 40 years that has been missing that long. It's difficult because there's no closure. I have other acquaintances that are on the list, and I appreciate everything we do. But I'm going to ask a question of this body. You know, our budget is doubled, more than doubled in the 12 years that I've been here. And I'm just asking, are we doing enough? Are there opportunities out there that we could be helping with technology to solve these cold cases? We congratulate ourselves, we slap ourselves on the back when we do one, but frankly, the list gets bigger and bigger and bigger each and every year. And I think we really need to think about, can we do more? Secondly, I would like to mention I've been a senator and a representative for Southwest Colorado for 12 years, the only two recognized reservations in the state, the Ute Mountain Tribe and the Southern Utes. And missing and murdered Indigenous women is a huge issue nationwide. And it's kind of a unique situation because you have tribal law, you have federal law, you have local law, and somehow it doesn't seem to all mesh together. So let's please consider about these families also that may not even be on your list that are missing. And once again, I want to thank the good senator from Sterling and the good senator from Aurora for being the champions of this for so long. And I do hope someone picks up the mantle. Thank you very much.
Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. I renew my motion for the adoption of Senate Resolution 2 and ask for a roll call vote.
A roll call vote has been requested. Will the clerk please poll the members?
Senator Bridges.
Aye.
Bridges, aye. Senator Buckner. Senator Buckner, aye. Senator Coleman. Senator Coleman, aye. Senator Cook. Cook, aye. Senator Quorum.
Aye.
Quorum, aye. Danielson, excused. Senator Donovan. Senator Donovan, aye. Senator Fenberg. Senator Fenberg, aye. Senator Fields. Senator Fields, aye. Senator Gardner. Senator Gardner, aye. Senator Janal, excused. Senator Gonzalez. Senator Gonzalez, aye. Senator Hansen. Senator Hansen, aye. Senator Heisey. Senator Heisey, aye. Senator Holbert. Senator Jaquez Lewis.
Aye.
Senator Holbert, aye. Senator Jaquez Lewis, aye. Senator Kirkmeyer. Senator Kirkmeyer, aye. Senator Kolker. Senator Kolker, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Liston. Senator Liston, aye. Senator Lundin. Senator Lundin, aye. Senator Moreno. Senator Moreno, aye. Senator Pedersen.
Aye.
Senator Pedersen, aye. Senator Priola. Senator Priola, aye. Senator Rankin. Senator Rankin, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator Scott.
Aye.
Senator Scott, aye. Senator Simpson. Senator Simpson, aye. Senator Smallwood. Senator Smallwood, aye. Senator Sonnenberg. Senator Sonnenberg, aye. Senator Story.
Aye.
Senator Story, aye. Senator Winter. Senator Winter, aye. Senator Woodward. Senator Woodward, aye. Senator Zenzinger. Senator Zenzinger, aye. Mr. President.
Aye.
Mr. President, aye.
With 33 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Resolution 002 is passed. Co-sponsors, Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, members. I move the morning roll call be added as co-sponsors.
Senator Sonnenberg, are you okay with the current roll call? Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the current roll call be added as co-sponsors.
Seeing no objection, the current roll call will be added as co-sponsors on Senate Resolution 002. Change in sponsorship. The following change in bill sponsorship will occur. Senator Fields will be added as a co-prime sponsor on Senate Resolution 002. Message from the President.
February 3rd, 2022. Ms. Cindy Markwell, Secretary of the Senate. Ms. Markwell, effective February 23rd, 2022, I am resigning the Senate seat I hold for the 3rd District of Colorado and my position as President of the Colorado Senate. I have accepted an appointment to serve as the Special Assistant to the Assistant Secretary of the Navy for Manpower and Reserve Affairs within the Department of Defense. For nearly a decade, I have had the immense honor to represent the people of Pueblo and the privilege to serve as Senate President since 2019. I am incredibly grateful that my community and my colleagues entrusted me with this responsibility, and I am confident that whomever is selected to fill these vacancies will serve with the integrity and tenacity that Coloradans deserve. Semper Fidelis, Leroy M. Garcia.
Announcements. Senator Moreno.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that the message from the President be struck from the record. In all seriousness, congratulations, Mr. President.
Leader Holbert.
Request a moment of personal privilege.
Granted.
Thank you, Mr. President. For 4 years, the final 4 years that I will serve in this chamber, I have been in the minority. I'm one of 3. I've mentioned before, it's been 12 years here, 6 in the majority, 6 in the minority. Mr. President, I wish you the very best in your life, your career after you leave this chamber. But it is challenging to imagine the next 96 legislative days without you here. We got off to a rough start. A few of us sued you, Mr. President, and we won. But Mr. President, Mr. Majority Leader, Mr. Assistant Minority Leader, the 3 of you, Madam President Pro Tem, Madam Assistant Majority Leader, all of you, thank you for helping us learn how to listen to each other. When tensions rise, we go in a room and we talk. My favorite line is, I know you're going to win, but you don't have to win with force. And we have managed, Mr. President, under your leadership, to conduct this chamber with a great deal of respect and decorum. And I truly hope that that can happen starting February 24th and ending on Wednesday, May 11th at or before midnight. Congratulations, Mr. President. Godspeed. Go ahead.
Further announcements. Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, congratulations. There will be plenty of time to honor your service here in the State Senate, and I hereby declare the next 2.5 weeks to be a roast of Leroy Garcia. I think we'll be able to fit it all in 2.5 weeks, but we'll see. Mr. President, thank you so much for all of your service, and again, we will in due time have the opportunity to honor your service and commitment to the state of Colorado. We wish you the best of luck, but of course you are not going anywhere just yet. We've still got a little bit more work to do before you get out of here. Mr. President, I think we are done with our work here this morning. We will adjourn and then go over to the House for Military Appreciation Day. Again, senators are welcome to speak, and we will be formally voting on those resolutions as a body here in the Senate on Monday. Mr. President, I move that the Senate adjourn until 10 a.m. Monday, February 7th, 2022.
Members, thank you for the text messages, the well wishes. We'll have a lot of time to visit between now and then. You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have, and the motion is adopted. The Senate will stand in adjournment until 10:00 hours on Monday, February 7th, 2022.